What is your favorite SpongeBob episode? We're hitting it off right now.
Oh shit. Hitting the ground running, huh?
Yeah. Favorite SpongeBob episode. Go, 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 go.
Damn, I would say off the bat, probably like when they go to Sandy's house or something, like at
Wait,
the
they do this a
underwater
couple of
aquarium.
times.
That's like one of the only ones I like distinctly remember.
Wait, which time they go to Sandy's house? What happens in the episode?
Probably when they're doing the karate too, I think. I don't know if that was the same episode.
There's different ones. There is karate outside her place. What was the one that you were talking about?
Ah, bro, I think it was the first time that she's introduced. I'm not sure. I mean, I think they go to her house and she has like a big like bubble dome, right? That's so she
Oh,
can't live
and
underwater.
they can't breathe because there's no water.
Yeah, because she's a squirrel. I
Yeah.
want to say that. I mean, that's one that I like remember off the top of my head. That
There's
was
so
that
many
was zero to
memes of
100
that
real
episode.
fast.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. I love the memes. Like there's the pinky one because it's supposed to be fancy. There's the water. It's like I don't need it. I don't need it.
I remember that one for sure too.
Yeah, those are the great stuff. So it has been a couple weeks since you were last on stream. We had you on a lot. We had you on just a normal podcast, and then we had the 33-hour stream, and that's where we got a little lit. Um,
Oh yeah, had
that's
to.
what I want to. So you are living your best life and just live. I feel like most of your life in YOLO mode, and you just go and wherever the party is, where like you have big life energy. Did you always have big life energy? Is that something that you just like you had like a close encounter with death once, and now you're just into every single party? You never know what's going to be in store for you. Like, what's that? Just a part of you?
Wow, that's great. Yeah, big life energy. There's another one that they say that I guess that we won't say, but we'll go with the big life energy. Yeah, man. I mean, I guess I would definitely say I've kind of turned a leaf in regards to how I approach life a little bit. Um, that saying that tomorrow is never guaranteed is definitely something that's true.
No.
And prior to like the last year and a half, man, I was just always just grinding super hard, always trying to, what's up, everybody? Hell yeah. Um, and like, yeah, I was always just grinding. I would say no to a lot of things, just because I wanted to make the smart financial decisions and things like that, which I think is important. But I didn't have a balance, you know what I mean? Like it was
Yeah.
really straight to one side. And I just look back and just think of all those like once in a lifetime moments that I could have had with people or trips or like concerts and things like that. And I was like, man, like I can't like I got to start enjoying life because who knows, this shit might burn to the ground sometime,
Yeah.
like yeah, so I started going started swinging it back the other way. Some may say I'm a little bit on the other side now to the extreme, but it's all good. We're rolling with
You,
it.
you go hard, but it's an experience, man. Like it's a partying with you is you never know where the night's going. You're not just staying in one place. Okay, we're gonna settle here for the night. You're going like eight different places. You're going introduced to so many people. It's a really good time. Like it'd be impossible to try to follow us on Twitter. Be like, we're here now. As soon as you get there, oh, we're over here now. Uh, so you had a
100%.
you had a Wendy posted on our Instagram. You guys were partying you were in Texas?
Mexico City.
Oh, Mexico City. Yeah. Where
Yeah.
so what were you doing there? Was it business? Was it play?
It was all play, baby. Yeah, that was actually a very spontaneous trip for me. Like I've always wanted to go there. I went there when I was a kid, like with my mom,
Yeah.
and that really doesn't count. But I've been kind of traveling a lot in Mexico this past like year, like kind of year and a half, partying in a lot of different places and stuff. And I kept hearing you got to go to Mexico City, you got to go to Mexico City. So I was always like, all right, sick. Like I definitely want to go. And I had two of my friends that were going. Like one of them had it planned, but I guess he was supposed to go with a girl, and they ended up like stop talking. So he had an extra plane ticket. Invited my friend who like just literally days before the trip, he's like, all right, fuck it, I'll go. And then basically me 2 days before the trip, I was like, well, shit, maybe I should just go. I was just like kind of like not doing much on the like I didn't have anything like crazy planned. So I was like, well, shit, this is a perfect time to go to Mexico City. So I ended up just buying a ticket like the day before. And then Andy, who you know, he hit me up too. He heard about it and he's like, yo, what's going on? Can I tag along? I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, let's do it. So like literally it just out of nowhere it just came up. So we were partying there, and then I remembered that Wendy like lives there. So I hit her up while we were out there and stuff. And I think she flew into town our last night. So
Yeah.
we got to link on the last night and just partied out there. She kind of knew some places too. So yeah, man, it was a high speed trip for sure. A
So
lot
tell
of
us about the night. Tell like where did you start? Where did you end up? How much do you remember of it? Did anyone get arrested?
the last night.
Yeah.
So the last night was actually a bit more tame, at least
Okay.
for me, because the day before, bro, I went wild, man. It was a wild one
Oh, tell us about that night then.
shit. That one was crazy, man. That one was like drinking all day, basically. Um, Drinking all night. I forgot where we went to. We went to, man, my short-term memory is terrible, but we went to like a bunch of places. Yeah, a bunch of bars. We didn't do any clubs. We went to
Yeah.
like these different areas. We went to like a rock bar. There was like singers and stuff. They were like killing it. Um, yeah, hopping all around, man. And then at the end of the night, we went to this like late night bar, and yeah, we basically partied till like 6 in the morning. There's a bunch of girls there, a bunch of drinks, sick music. I was very quiet in the corner as always, and you know, it was cool and fun. And then the last night, I kind of didn't drink for a lot of the day just because it kind of catches up having like 3 hours of sleep all weekend or all week.
Oh,
And then, but yeah, I think we ended up going to a couple bars, met up with more friends, and we went to like a club and stuff. So it was fun.
nice.
It was fun for a Wednesday for sure.
That's so great. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't wait until crypto goes back up and I'm just going everywhere. I'm just going and world is our oyster. So do you ever I've been a very addictive personality and I
Mhm.
worry about this. I worry about this for the community as well. Do you ever feel like, man, this is too much power for one man to have. This is too much freedom. Like and that you might just be like, maybe I should slow down, or just like, nah, man, you don't know, tomorrow's not guaranteed to any of us. Got to live it up while you can.
In terms of partying,
Yeah, like, you ever get like worried, be like, maybe I should slow down. I'm not 20 years old anymore.
um, I don't know, man. I'm all about now experiences because, like I said, the first half of my life, like in my 20s, and hey, what's up? um, yeah, I mean, like I said, the first half of I mean, I went out here and there for sure. Like, I wasn't completely restricted by any means. I definitely still partied, but
Yeah,
there was a lot of things I said no to, and it's like, damn, man, like there's still so much I want to do, kind of experience. I wouldn't say I'm very well traveled, like in aspects, maybe, but I've definitely met other individuals that have seen a lot more of the far more of the world than I have, and spoken to other cultures and things like that.
yeah,
And I still kind of in the mix of that, but I'm thinking I need to sway it a little bit. Maybe get back to being a little bit more kind of towards the middle, but we'll see. We'll
yeah.
see. Yeah, things are
I,
chill right now, man. I'm happy, and that's kind of the most important thing. Being happy in this world is very difficult to do, no
yeah.
matter what point in life you're at. So, if I'm happy right now, so that's great. That's all I can worry about is right now in terms
I
of in terms of that.
how did you come to getting the mindset of being the here and the now? Were you ever like close? Did you ever have like a near death experience, or did you ever have like a depression where you're just thinking of like what is the point of it all? And now that you're maybe not in, your mind isn't afflicted by that, you're just like, oh, just be zen all the time. And now you put a lot of focus on mental health.
Yeah, I mean that's a really great question. So, nothing in terms of a near death experience for myself. I have had some of my friends had to pass away pretty like abruptly and like in bad situations and bad circumstances for sure. So that was something that definitely kind of gives you clarity. It's like, wow, their life has ended, you know, everything that they did up to that point, and right then and there, it's gone. It's no more. So I
Yeah.
mean, anybody that's dealt with you know, close death of somebody that's around them, you know, it's definitely something that, you know, gives you a lot of perspective on things. So yeah, I've had that, and yeah, I've had points where, you know, I just wasn't as happy. I was really kind of into my thoughts. Um, you know, there's a great quote from a hip hop artist. He says, "Over analysis is torture for the mind."
Mhm.
So I've had points where I was definitely, you know, kind of over analyzing things, and I've kind of had some ups and downs for sure. So you know, been extremely broke multiple times. You know, I've had things like that, and yeah, man, when you kind of build yourself up, you know, sometimes the bad experiences are really great because it gives you clarity, and once you build yourself out of that, you know, you kind of appreciate the other side of it a lot more. So you know, I would say, yeah, you know, I'm a bit older too. As it comes with age, you know, you kind of get to know yourself a little bit more. You know, once you kind of know yourself more, you get to really start thriving in who you are, you know, because you stop worrying about all the other stuff and you really kind of just center in. And yeah, I mean,
So,
I guess I'd say that's kind of how I
so you
would
think when you
answer
were
that.
younger, you might have like been living for like other people maybe, and now it's like, all right, I'm just gonna focus on what makes me happy, or you just didn't
Not
know when
so,
you were younger.
no, not so much that. I mean, I was just always like, I was always worried about, you know, making myself into something, I guess I'd say, like, and just trying to make wise financial moves so I wouldn't be like struggling later in life. And so I was always just like being diligent with that, with like my financial purchases, like saving and like, you know, oh, I don't want to call out of work to go to this crazy like concert or party because like, you know, that's going to be extra money I could put towards my savings, or, you
Yeah,
know, I just kind of had like more of that mindset, and it just wasn't balanced, you know, because I mean, you know, now I realize the most important thing in life is your relationships, you know, with your friends, your family, because if you don't have that, you truly don't have anything, you know.
yeah,
Not saying completely give away to financial responsibility or anything like that, but yeah, the people that you're with, the people that care about you, that you care about them, you know, that's the most important thing in life, you know. You could have all the money in the world, but if, you know, nobody likes you and you don't like anybody, like, who cares, you know?
yeah. No point in having everything if you have no one to share it with. It's good. It's good to have friends.
For sure. Yeah, 100%.
So speaking of friends and community and fans and loved ones, let's talk about the market and Vivi and what's been going on there. So, what is your strategy now? Are you taking some stuff out of Vivi and putting it into Omi? Are you stacking gems because of what you think the D might mean from David, or are you just expecting anime? What are your thoughts on the whole project?
Yeah, great question too. I saw that pop up. Yeah, man. So like I mentioned before on your podcast. So I've been, I'm 100% into Vivi and Omi. Like in terms of financially, I'm all in for sure, and I'm very comfortable with that as well. Still, even through all the hardships, all the FUD, and everything that's going on,
Mhm.
100% still have conviction on the team. This is the next wave. This is going to be the next thing.
Yeah,
Hey, so like this is the next frontier, you know what I mean? And I think BV's definitely going to be hitting it hard, and it's going to be good for everybody involved. But like I said, I'm 100% in, and you know, like we're just talking about, baby, I'm keeping the party rolling. So, you know, I'll upload some collectibles here and there, and like, you know, I want to make it up to London Decon, so I want to do like a bunch of other things too, you know. So yeah, basically, I'll just sell off a couple of things if I want to just like, you know, go wild for a little bit. It's nothing in terms of like, there's no deep market analysis
yeah,
that goes on. I kind of understand things a little bit and kind of where they could go in the near term or anything like that, but
yeah.
that could just be completely changed. Like the market's kind of shitty right now in ways, but Alcon could come on this next community update or whatever, and then the market just explodes because Alcon's built multi-billion-dollar industries, you know what I mean? So that guy can move markets. So, you know, I mean, it's just, yeah, I'd sell a couple stuff and go party in London for a week and a half. Yeah, sure, why not? You know, like that's just kind of where I am right now in terms of that. But
Yeah.
I'm not selling Omi. I will offload a little collectibles because I have a decent amount. I got kind of some stacks. Maybe
You
I
got a bunch.
mentioned, and I didn't hold back enough, But yeah, it's more just chilling, just kind of enjoying life, and like I said, trying to have more experiences with cool people.
Yeah. So you're not selling any OMI now. You're selling collectibles to fund your ventures. What about, wind the clocks forward 2 years, and OMI's like, I don't know, like 12 cents, and Walt's like 150K, and Donnie's like $6 million. Like, what are, at that point, what do you start selling more OMI because, like, hey, I have enough, or do you be like, I have more MCP points that I know what to do with. I'm going to offload some collectibles, get into something else. What goes first then in a few years?
Well, shit. I hope I have that problem. I hope I'm faced with that difficult decision right there. Uh, you know. But yeah, I mean, for sure, I'll definitely offload some OMI at points. That's the big thing that that you really kind of gotta stick to in investing. And I definitely did not do that in terms of the VV market. And sometimes in crypto too, I'm kind of like 50-50 in it. Like
Yeah.
probably should have sold some OMI at 70 cents, 80 cents, you know, or some collectibles when we were going high. So yeah, I think it's definitely good to have like a mental kind of idea of where you want to like little sell points for percentages. So I think I'll definitely sell some for sure, 100%. Because and also at that point, if OMI's at 13 cents, like you were mentioning, from that point, I really got to just real world analyze what I believe the potential ROI could go from there. So like a lot of people say $1. Okay, so at 13 cents, and it gets, let's say, best case, it gets to $1, and it could exceed that. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 10x. I'll start analyzing the market and see, okay, is there things that I think could be better than a 10x return, best case scenario,
Yeah.
and and then I could possibly move some money over there and things like that. But I think I'm gonna hold OMI for a good long time, and that was really the big thing as well. Is like a lot of people are really down on the markets, and 100%, me too. It fucking sucks. I've
Yeah.
lost a good amount of money in terms of all OMI and NFTs. But when I got into this project, I told myself it was going to be a 3 to 5 year thing, and a lot of people have done that too. This is a long term thing, and we got to remember that. It's not going to be all green candles for 3 to 5 years. There's going to be some red candles in there, and it's just something that we came to terms with when we put our money in. Hey, this is 3 to 5 years, so
Yeah,
just
of
riding
course.
a roller coaster. I don't. Yeah, just shit
Yeah,
happens.
of course. So there are, since they've had investigations, some people try to money launder, some people try to sell credit cards, and we've had accounts get banned. What do you think should happen to those accounts that are actually, they actually did something wrong, not like they accidentally got gems that were flagged, but they actually did go against TOS? Do you think they should be sold to the public and on auction? Do you think it should be done giveaways? Do you think they should burn them? What are your thoughts?
Um, I don't know, man. I really don't have an idea for that. Like, you definitely can't sell Omi or Vivi can't go around and profit from them and selling them and things like that. I think that would definitely be illegal to do, and it just sets such a terrible precedence.
Yeah.
Just like because Vivi already has to deal with all of the not your NFT type of thing.
Mm.
Where they have control, and like people say they're not NFTs because Vivi can take your account, ban your account, things like that. So that's already something that's very real that Vivi deals with, just how the structure is currently. So I think taking their accounts and selling them, you definitely can't do.
Yeah.
I think the banning, what they're doing now, banning it and to where you can't sell them or anything, you could still enjoy them, but you can't sell them. Maybe you could still use them in the VV verse, but you can't rent them. Like just putting a handicap on it,
Yeah,
And
that makes sense.
but, yeah. Hey, happy Friday, everybody! Welcome to the weekend.
Ah, happy Friday.
And
Um,
just doing it like that. I mean, I think that's definitely a good approach. And then maybe give them the opportunity to get their account back. Like maybe they have to whether it's like a certain time, or maybe they have to complete certain things, like being active on the app, or promote positivity in some way. I don't know, give them an opportunity to earn it back.
Yeah.
where they're fully open again, you know? Because I mean, yeah, that would be how I'd look at it. But
That would make sense.
you know,
We have some people from the utility Discord here. We got Fam Bam, some girl Brittany, Eva just
yeah,
joined. Have you taken a look at utility yet?
I have it, man. You talked to me about it last time when
Yeah.
we were talking. Man, yeah, it's just been tough for me to just do some research on projects. You know, with I really should. There's a lot of projects that I really should look into more,
Yeah.
but I'm just so content and like basically my money's parked into Omi and Vivi's, and I feel like that's going to be a positive thing. So I'm just chilling there,
Yeah.
kind of being a little bit lazy in terms of my research as of late, kind of being out and about too much too. But you did tell me about it, and it seems like
Yeah.
they're onboarding some people that are getting involved with the project, you know, and so at some point I'm definitely gonna look into it. But
Yeah. They
no,
just
what's up with it?
announced well they've had World of Women, they had Gorilla Girls, but and Rewind Collective, but they just announced Board 8 Yacht Club as well as a
Ooh,
partner. And
cool.
even if you just like, because there's, the platform's not out yet, there's nothing to really buy, invest in right now. But just coming on the Discord, we have a lot of fun. Like we it's just a fun time, just hanging out and chilling with people. Like I said, Bam Bam, somewhere like there's a bunch of people always in there, and I'm always in there too. So link down below for anyone that is not there yet. Bring the box tank to decon. Is that what I'm hearing? Is what are you? So you always fly in. Are you, when Omi moons or VV stuff moons? Are you gonna get like a Tesla Cybertruck and just drive everywhere, or have it drive you everywhere?
I don't think I'm gonna get a Cybertruck. They do look pretty cool. They're kind of interesting, but um, I mean, I've thought about getting like a little RV or like a stealth camper thing
Yeah.
and just go, because I mean that'd be sweet to just go like pull up to, let's say, Dallas, Dallas, Texas, park that camper van, go to like a concert there, like there's a big concert, park my camper there, just go party at the concert, party in downtown Dallas, then just sleep in my camper, and then just continue on the road. Yeah, I don't know, maybe, man. um, but I'm not a big fan of long road trips. Like I just got back, like I was texting you, I just did like a 5.5 hour, 6 hour drive to
Yeah,
get
that's
back to
nuts.
town. It went by pretty quick. I got a little bit of a speeding ticket, but that's all right. That's the only thing that could slow me down for a momentarily. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of like very long road trips. I definitely like flying. It's a bit more convenient.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
definitely. So
you're a
what is
Tesla
the
guy. You're
the what?
Tesla to the bone.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I've been waiting for my Cybertruck for years now, and they're delayed till 2023. So I'll get it next year, I hope.
When Cybertruck.
I mean, it's a new technology. It's a new thing that they're doing. I'm like, okay, yeah. So this has been like,
Sounds like Omi. Sounds like
yeah,
Vivi.
people think that VV's like delays stuff, which they do, but this has been delayed for like 2 years now. Like, come on, guys,
Yeah.
and it's fine. That you want to get it right. You don't want to buy. I mean, granted, this is something that can affect your life. It's not just it's not just. I guess collectibles can too if they rise super super high.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you could die if that malfunctions, you could die in a car for sure.
I would feel yeah, that's true. I feel like Teslas are always NHTSA always has like they have the highest safety rating on NHTSA and like the pretty much wherever else that tests them. Um, so you don't like road trips? Do you don't like road trips because you drive by yourself, or you don't like road trips in general? So you don't like driving?
Oh yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I guess I could rearrange that towards myself. I mean, if I have a fun group of people that I'm going with, like sometimes, yeah, that just flies by and that's straight. But sometimes, yeah, like on the road trips that I'm going back to like San Diego and stuff. Usually, I'm like driving back by myself. So I mean, they're cool, but you kind of have a lot of time to think and whatever. But it's not my favorite. There's people that love going on like long road trips. I wouldn't say that's my love. I'd rather just fly and just get there already.
Yeah, same, same. Yeah. I don't know. There's not much to do in a car. Um, I mean, it's fun. Again, if you have a good group of people, it's fun. You just reminded me of a quote. There's a show called Adventure Time, or not Adventure Time. It's called Regular Show, which I'm really hoping we get. We have Cartoon Network, but um, this guy Pops is in charge of like the fun activity for the night, and it becomes a meme because he says like we can go to bed early and be alone with our thoughts, and everyone's like, oh, no. Where does your mind go for like 5 hours when you're driving? Do you try to drown it out, listen to music, keep yourself occupied, or do you come up with like insane scenarios like I do, like where you stop like a terror attack and then you're invited on Ellen and you get gifted like something awesome?
I wouldn't say I do that, but that's funny though. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really sporadic. Like I'll be listening to music. I'll be switching music around. Sometimes I'll go to podcasts or like sports things, or I'll listen to like Veve things. This trip I was like kind of mentally planning my because I still want to get to London Decon. I haven't purchased my things yet.
Yeah.
And then I'm also going to be, it's my sister's birthday right before Decon, and she really wants to go see this band, Odessa.
Okay.
So super sick group. Like I just went to one of their live shows in Arizona, and my sister was like, "Oh, I'm so jealous" and stuff. Like, we listened to their music before, and her birthday lands on one time when they're playing in Philadelphia. So we're actually gonna go over there for her birthday. We're gonna go watch that band in Philadelphia, who we have a family friend that lives there.
Yeah.
So like I was kind of mentally planning that, and then from there to like Decon, and then so I was just kind of mentally trying to plan out all the things and like the best routes. I'm probably gonna take a train from Philadelphia to New York, fly out from New York to London. I don't know. I was just kind of like thinking about all that stuff. Maybe I was just thinking too much because I ended up getting that speeding ticket, but just wasn't focused on how fast I was going.
Philadelphia, like when I was stationed in Jersey at McGuire Air Force Base, we were maybe like 45 minutes outside of Philly, and that was like some of the best. That was like one of the best places to party. Have you gone to Philly a lot?
I've never. I don't think I've ever been to the East Coast, really, to be honest.
Oh, dude.
I've been to Michigan, but I don't think. I think that's, what is that, Midwest?
Yeah,
I have no idea, but
yeah, that don't count.
That's as far as I've gone.
Let me know when I know you said you'd probably only be here for like a day because if you're going to Philly and then New York and then you're flying out. These next couple weeks are insane because while you're doing that, I've got a little vacation a mini vacation this weekend, and then I have I'm going to Atlanta on Wednesday.
DragonCon, right?
Yeah, dude, can't wait.
Yeah,
My friend Lilith is coming in on the 30th. We leave on the 31st.
Is that her actual name?
Yeah.
Isn't Lilith like isn't it like a evil like character or something in some?
Yeah, it's I don't know if it's like in the Bible. Supernatural has a lot of like religious texts because they have like demons and angels and stuff like that. But she leans into it every now and then too. Like here's like one of her Halloween photos where she's just like has a skull and just Halloween pants. Yeah, like she'll lean into it. But she's fun. We've known each other for like 7 years, give or take. And we're going to New York Fashion Week after we get back, so that'll be super exciting.
Wow, that's sweet.
But when you next time when you come, let's come for like a couple days. There's so that you can't do everything even in like 2 or 3 nights. There's a lot of stuff that just the food in general is really good, and drinks, and just a lot of good clubs. You'll be excited.
I've never been to New York, man. So right now the next thing I possibly me going there would be like New York Comic Con. I was just re-looking at the hotels, but damn, they shot up. I was like, shit, I should have picked this a while ago. But they shot up, so I'm like, I may, but yeah, 100%. If I get anywhere near New York, I'll definitely hit you up. And isn't Pags around New York too, or?
He's in like North Jersey, so he's maybe like an hour away.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm definitely down. Like, I would love to link with you over there.
Yeah, I haven't had I actually haven't met Pags yet. We're just both really busy, and we just haven't find the time to. But I've been meaning to party with him for a while. He goes to Atlantic City every now and then too, so I'd really like to meet with him down there.
Yeah. Did you get a haircut?
Is that a troll question? Because
No,
did
did
you?
you?
Yeah. So the other day I was streaming and Omi Panda decides like so it was me. I think Brittany was streaming. I think yeah, Brittany was streaming with us for a little bit, and then Eva from Viviversity and Vivi Fanbam, we were streaming, and we had this Omi Panda decides to come on and say like, "Hey Eva, I'll give you like $1,000 to shave your head," and she's like, no, I'll do it for like 4,000, like the price of a walt." And I was like, "I'll do it for 4,000. You want to see me do it? I'll do it right now. Do it on stream." And we started negotiating back and forth. He's like, "Give you 250 to shave the beard." It's like, "All right, let's go." So I shaved the beard, and then he gave me 750 to cut my hair. My hair was like down to here, and he's
Uh-huh.
like, do it chin length. I was like, "All right, chin length, let's go." So I didn't. Like they're really uneven, um, because I didn't do it professionally. I just took the
Let's go.
scissor. I was like, okay, is not good. Um, and then so obviously I shaved the eyebrows, but then I shaved my chest too. He gave me a little bit of money for that. Um, so that was wild. And then I did a bunch of push-ups for like $2 a push-up. So that was really cool.
That
Um,
sounds like a fun stream. No, I didn't see that shit.
would,
Sounds like a
it was
good
yeah,
one.
it was like a 6 hour stream. It was nuts. Um, do How much would it take for you to shave your head?
Oof. I don't know. Definitely be some cash for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I look good bald, like by any means. I don't think it would be very cool for me.
Yeah, I don't look good bald either.
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I mean, that's basically you're saying, okay, how much is it going to take you for you, like, girls not to be interested in you for a good while?
yeah. Although I have had a couple of people message me, and I know this is right from like two people where they're like, "Hey, listen, I think you look really good now." I was like, "Thanks, man." But there's been like multiple people that messaged me that. I don't know if some people were like trolling or just trying to make me feel better. But I know at least two people like, "Hey, you actually, had a little bit of a glow up." I was like, "Oh, why, thank you." So I
You
guess
look
just
adorable in my book.
thanks, man. You too. You too. What
Oh,
up?
you're sweet.
What up, dude?
What's up, dude? I think he's gonna be in Decon, in
Yes.
Anaheim.
Yeah. I think there's
I
a
think we may be staying at the same Airbnb. I'm staying with a couple of the YouTubers. I want to say I think he is.
yeah, Dino and Rob and them people, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That'll be a fun. You guys will have some fun parties there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Decon's
Yeah.
always freaking awesome. That's why I really want to go to London. So I gotta see. I gotta try to make it happen.
Yeah. I'm really excited for just to have I don't know who said it, but there's gonna be people that are gonna be recording on there. I think you said you'd record a little bit of it, right?
No, no,
Oh,
no,
you
no.
didn't.
I'm gonna be getting it in, baby. I'm sorry, guys.
No.
I'm terrible with that stuff. Like walking around with a camera, I wouldn't. Not for me. I
That,
think Vivi Fan Bam said she would, and like I appreciate anybody that does it because if I wasn't there, I'd definitely be watching it. But yeah, I'm bad with that stuff.
Brittany, you get a haircut? That's awesome. I was watching. Don't get him started. I know he's watching. I'm curious. I'll see what it takes. So I don't.
Jesus.
So there was. It was. It was Dragon Con 2019. I didn't. So there's this girl dressed as Poison Ivy, and she looked great. And we hooked up, and she was a bald chick. She had a wig on, and she went full GI Jane. I don't know if that was one of her cosplays. You ever been with a bald chick?
Um, I don't know.
You
I
don't
don't
know
know.
if you've been with a bald chick?
I don't. Well, I mean, like you said, they had a wig on, so
That's
I
true.
mean,
That's a good
there
point.
could have been a girl or two that's had a wig that just didn't get taken off.
Yeah,
Um,
no, that's fair.
but in terms of just straight up bald, I don't believe so. But
Yeah,
again,
that
my memory's a little off.
it's interesting. It's like you ever see the movie Trainwreck?
That's the one with Amy Schumer and LeBron, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think I did, or I've seen parts of it. I'm not fully sure.
There,
What's up?
there's one scene
Yeah.
with John Cena. He plays like her boyfriend at first,
Okay.
and she's this is good as so NSFW. I'm so sorry, guys. She's having him like talk like dirty to her, and like he's doing it like all wrong. Like he's like, oh, your box feels like a triangle. Like he's doing a really bad job.
Oh, nice.
So he's like, what do you think? Like the first time you met me, he's like, first time I met you, you were going into this Chinese place, and from behind you look like a dude, and I don't know, like something about that just made me think of the time with the ball chain. It was yeah, it's really, really
That
interesting.
good.
I should stop now.
That good foreplay.
Oh, Justin's laughing. Oh, thank you, Brittany, saying the glow up is real. Muchas
Yeah, I
gracias.
mean, it looks cool like that. Just
Oh,
trim. I used to have long hair. Sometimes you just got to trim it.
do you
So I
have
thought
any
that's
pictures?
what you did.
Do you have pictures of you with long hair?
There's somewhere, man. Yeah, I used to have like, I think I would cut it when it get to my like nipples. Basically, that's when I'd be like, all right, time to trim it a little bit. But yeah, I was a skateboarder. I skated for like 5 years and stuff. So I was
Oh,
one of those guys.
you were a skater boy.
Oh yeah.
She said, "See you later, boy." Oh my God. So I would love to see that. I would. Oh, you don't have it. You don't have any photos on your Facebook. I was gonna go stalk you, but you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that Facebook was actually like just a fake one, a fake little account that I made. Like I deleted my Facebook a long time ago,
Yeah,
but just to like talk to people in like the Veve thing.
yeah. Oh, in the collectibles page, yeah. Um, Sleeping says I'll shave my beard for $5.
Damn, that's a deal.
My there's a guy Saley that I served with, and so in the Air Force, you can when you're deployed, you can maybe get away with shaving like every other day, unless you're in like unless there's no electricity. If there's no electricity and you're like, oh, I have an electric razor, then you're fine. You don't have shave, but you have to have a clean appearance. You can only have like a little mustache. And you in the desert, you spend a lot of money on razor blades. Just because you do. And my friend Saley, who's from like Vietnam or wherever, he shaved once in the 6.5 months that we were out there. Like the 7 months, he shaved once. Like, I'm so jealous because I spent so much time and money on razor blades. Just would you
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
would you
I
ever
mean,
do
some
that?
people.
Would you ever take something or have like a laser treatment so that you never had to shave again?
No, no, no.
You would you wouldn't do that.
No, well, I mean, I like. It's not like I'm like a hairy guy by any means, but I have a little facial hair, obviously, and stuff like that. Wish the mustache grew in a little bit sicker, but that's all right. But no, there's no. I don't think I would need that or anything like that.
Would you do that on
I'd
any
be
other
straight.
part of your body? Like, would you like shave like get lasers on like your back so don't have back hair or like your arm?
I don't really have like back hair or anything like that. I
Well,
got.
isn't it nice to be you? I'm so
It's
happy.
Yeah, yeah. It's like this reminds me of that movie The Other Guys, where the one with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, where Will Ferrell, like, all of his like girlfriends and ex-girlfriends are like super hot, and they go to his like ex-wife's house, and her husband's like super weird. He's like all hitting on him. And I think he's like one of those guys that likes to watch his wife or whatever, and they're sleeping. Have you seen this movie?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
am I
yeah. I don't remember. I know
okay?
he's married to like Eva Longoria, right?
Yeah, in the movie he's married to her, but his ex-wife was another like hot girl or whatever. And Mark Wahlberg's like, bro, like how is every woman you date like a smoke show? But anyways, they're like at his ex-wife's house, and she's like going crazy. And then the husband is like on the couch, like he's like laying down, like all super weird and like seductive. And he's like, I know from what, because he has like a big beard. He's like, I know from what you see right here, it looks hairy, but all down here shaved. I don't know why that just reminds me of that. But no, I mean, yeah, I don't think that's anything I would ever do.
That's great.
I've,
Okay,
I've I've never been asked that before, so kudos
okay.
for
Real
that.
Randy Chavez, where we ask the real questions here
Oh
on the
yeah.
on the podcast. So
Yeah,
I
you
guess
really get to know me, guys.
yeah. As Vivian 3 is going to document it, I'll always bring the camera setup and mics and everything, so I'm pretty pumped.
Oh yeah.
Jimbo Lingo going to Decon November. Can't
Fuck yeah,
wait.
sounds
Can't
good,
wait.
man.
Yeah, so far, who are you most surprised to see that's been like a party animal from the community, or somebody that you thought would be like this crazy wild bear, but they're just like a bunny? Like anyone surprise you?
No, man. I mean, I think we all. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, some of the Veve team members for sure can get it in pretty good. Yeah, they can keep up solid, and I was happy to see that. You know, I won't
Yeah,
say any names, but they're cool. Yeah, they can get it. They can get down for sure, and that's cool. And there's just fun times. You know, it's fun to be around.
yeah.
Um, yourself, you could party pretty solid too. You know, we
I try.
just have to feed you toast, and you're good to go again.
Yeah, you
um,
got it, man.
yeah, everybody. I don't know. Everybody's cool. Everybody's fun. Like, yeah, I would say maybe some of the Veve team. Like, but I mean, they're like what, Australian and New Zealand, so we already know those guys can party. So
Yeah, they can go hard. Yeah,
yeah,
what I want to do is I want to go to like this faraway land, maybe like Australia or like Singapore, wherever, and have them just bring me this really exotic drink and be like, listen, this shot you can only have one, because any more than that will kill you, because it's made from like jellyfish poison or whatever. I just want to get really weird. I want to get really really messed up one day with the Veve team. I just want to do it with Noah too. No, Noah seems like once you let loose that like inner party animal, he's just gonna go crazy.
do you think so?
I hope so. Unless
Maybe.
we might just break him.
He's a very he's kind of quiet, but he's cool. He's
Yeah,
awesome. Every time I talk to him, he's cool. But yeah, he's a bit more quiet for sure.
yeah. Me and
But hey,
Vivi
maybe I hope
Fanbam.
so.
So what is that?
I said maybe. I hope so.
Yeah, me and Vivi Fanbam went and we like kind of like tried to embarrass him. Like, oh my God, Noah, are you the Noah? Like, oh my God, Noah, I love you. And we just like rushed him, took like a selfie with him, and he's like, oh God, what is this?
Yeah, he's kind of a bit more reserved, I would say.
Yeah,
Awesome guy though.
yeah. No, he's so chill. He's so cool. Yeah, what's up, Rob Kyle? What's going on? Summon to
Oh
all
hell
the
yeah,
Vivi
man.
fans.
What's up, dude?
I don't have to shave much. Yeah. When are you gonna get like do your own stuff? Are you gonna ever live stream yourself, like just party in like Mexico? Or you're gonna go to Colorado, like the Red Rocks, and be all up on something while listening to a concert? You're gonna do that for us?
Man, I would love to. I mean, I love the idea of it. I love the idea of it, but like I said, I'm just bad with the camera. Like and then also I just don't know if I'd be entertaining, you know? Like I don't know, like
I
yeah,
mean,
I don't
people
know.
have
I've thought about it. It sounds
they've
cool,
been
but
asking for you to come back on. Like I've got so there's a bunch of people. I mean, I've interviewed like 100 something people that get asked. You know, I get asked to ask them to come back on, but you're like in the top 10 of like people like, oh, get him back on, get him back on. We love him.
oh no
So
way.
yeah,
That's awesome.
people love you, man. I mean,
That's
also you
sweet.
were a
Thank
trooper.
you, everybody.
Yeah, you were a trooper. You're on that stream for so long, and that super long stream. So
Oh
that
yeah.
that
Bro, that weekend. So it was on Friday, right?
yeah.
So yeah, so because I was actually partying before that. So I had just came back from like this like bar, this bar that was by my house. And so I was already feeling good. And then I saw that you were still streaming because I saw it in the morning. And then I get
Yeah.
back and you're still streaming. And then yeah, I think I texted you just I'm like, screw it, let me hop on. And bro, I literally drank from legit all night, like all night. It was
Yeah.
nighttime, and I was already drinking then when I started the stream, and I ended it. It was daylight, like you could see through my windows behind me, maybe that it was
Yeah.
daylight. At the end of the stream, when I got off, it was daylight. So I was legit drinking all night, like straight all nighter with you guys, and it was fun. I was hoping I wasn't like being a fool or anything. Hopefully not, but
No, it was fun. Like we always had a bunch of people here. It was always very exciting. Um, I
shout
think
out to BB
the
Soundbound too, by the way, for holding it down. That
dude,
was
she stayed the whole time. It
so
was
awesome.
I don't think she's human. Like that's impossible. Like, it has to be part alien or something.
Part God,
Because
part goddess.
yeah, yeah, we owe her so much. We'll erect a statue of her in the Veveverse somewhere, just like her, like her phone or tablet or computer, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to have that. I just had a thought. Forget what it was. Oh yeah, so in New York Comic Con 2018, I don't know why I did this. I don't even think I meant. I was just a raging alcoholic at the time. I was drunk for 4 days straight. I would be drunk when I went to bed. I'd wake up, immediately have a beer. Like I don't know what was wrong with me, but that was probably the hardest I had partied, like for those 4 days. Um, what was the hardest you ever partied? What was like the craziest, best? Like you were had a bender for the weekend.
Uh, I don't know, man. It'd be tough to pick one out. I mean, this last couple of days was pretty hardcore, I must say. I think in 36 hours, I had like 2 hours of sleep, maybe something like that. But yeah, this one was mainly yeah, I mean, I've had other parties where, other things get involved.
Yeah.
Well, go, maybe we licked a toad or something. No, I'm just fine. I've never done that, but so this one was mainly just alcohol. But yeah, I don't know. I've had some pretty wild ones. I mean, I wouldn't be able to pick one, unfortunately. Like if I really think about it, maybe let me think about that, and I maybe be able to get back to you.
Okay.
But I mean,
We'll
I
circle
partied
back
with
to that.
Andy, so and Andy, like that guy, that guy is Mr. Rager, like legit. That guy is Mr. Rager, and yeah,
Veterans party hard.
we've had a lot of definitely epic adventures and tales for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah.
party hard. So we are getting requests for you to say it. Annabelle texts you. She wants to come to Miami.
Oh, you talking about Annabelle? Look. Annabelle, she's saying come to Miami. I ain't coming to Miami. I'm working. Let's go. We ain't going there. Wait, I don't want to show you. I don't know if you guys could see that.
Oh yeah, I do see
Uh,
that.
I might have went to Miami. Oh no.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Uh-oh.
uh,
Oh
so
yeah.
there's a these three. I think they're called the Pokey Bros over on Instagram. They have a YouTube account. I tried to collab with them in when we were all doing Pokemon, but we just never found the time. They're into Veve. There's one dude, one of the brothers. There's three of them. One of the brothers has like 18 else's. It went really, really, really hard. And they have this drinking game where because I tend to reference like pop culture. I'll be like, oh, this time on like SpongeBob, or this time on like what's new Scooby Doo or whatever. And they
Mm-hmm.
have a drinking game like if they can guess what the reference is and how many if they're the first ones to get it, the other two drink. What's your favorite drinking game or party game?
I mean, Flip Cup's always a good one. Flip Cup's always a good one to get everybody involved. That one's
Mhm.
always pretty fun. I would probably lean towards that. I mean, beer pong is one that's a tried and true classic that you can throw out here and there. I can't play beer pong for very long nowadays, but yeah, Flip Cup's usually a very good like party starter one. It
Yeah.
gets people active. It's not hard to do. So right now I would lean towards Flip Cup. That's always a good, easy game to get going. If nobody's ever played, it's very easy to just describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. This isn't real. I guess it's kind of a game. It's something to do at like a house party. You put on an episode of Breaking Bad, and every time they show meth or they do meth or it's mentioned, you have to take a drink. And
Mm,
depending on the episode, you can get messed up. It's really fun.
I'm sure. I haven't seen that show, but I hear it's freaking awesome.
Oh my God, what are you doing with life? What is there? You have to go and watch that.
I
Oh,
know. My brother told
so
me that was a really good one. I haven't seen
yeah,
it
that
yet.
it's so good. I've seen it like multiple times. So we
I
have Puski coming in with a question saying, do you feel extra money now would be worth it to buy the entire first set? I'll have them sub 300 editions. That's just their. I mean, I know you can't give financial advice, but I guess what you would do if you had extra funds.
so I mean, I'll just speak in general. I think the first set is going to be something that's going to be, highly coveted in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's something that's going to be huge bragging rights if you have the first set ever.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Todd is going to be a staple piece on Veve because it's the very first. But the first set's going to be something that's going to be valuable in terms of if you should go after it. Like, I don't know what the price. I don't know what pieces you're missing. If you're missing all four of them, and you're talking about going after it, I mean, right now it could be a good time to buy. But for me, like in terms of anything financial right now, like I would just buy with caution potentially because we don't
Yeah.
know what's going to happen in the macro. Um, so maybe you could dollar cost average in a way, but it's all about where you're comfortable in terms of your buy points, and I think that's going to be a good set long term, 100%. If VD makes it, Todd's going to make it. Todd
Oh
makes
yeah.
it. First set's definitely going to make it. So it's all about what you're comfortable with and everything like that. In
Yeah.
terms of the mint numbers are cool. I wouldn't. I don't know. The mint numbers are kind of tricky, man. The mint numbers are kind of tricky. Like
Yeah.
low mints, I've had a lot of great success with them, but they're definitely tough to offload.
Yeah. I need that buyer.
Hopefully, hopefully with hopefully with new, as Veve becomes more populated and more, popular, there will be new mint hunters and things that will come up. But yeah, you're just kind of you just have to know that you're dealing with more of a niche in terms of potential buyers if you're selling.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want to go the easy route, I mean, yeah, I don't know, whatever you want to do. I guess that's all I could kind of say to that.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I know you have a
Uh,
couple of
my,
low
my,
mints.
my username is Wet Wizard. I'm sorry. So that's what he asked me as well in the second part of that, just to throw that in.
Okay. Yes. Wet Wizard. Oh, totally on the. Oh no, I just have Wet Wizard on. I have your Twitter name at Wet Wizard BV. But yeah, Wet Wizard on there. Uh, I love I think I don't know if it's your profile pic or like your cover photo where it's a bunch of your collectibles and then it's just like you as an old man. It's just a wizard in the middle of it.
Yeah. Oh, so it looks like an old man. That's funny. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, he's an older wizard, but he's like dripping like with water.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So it probably doesn't translate well, but yeah, he's like dripping with water. He's like wet.
Okay, yeah, I think I do remember that now. I haven't looked at it in a while.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got the Risto. I think there's maybe less than 15, maybe like 1,400 people that could ever get that first set because of how many Ristos are had in by whales and by people that just won't sell. So that's
Yeah.
but I love that. I also even think not that I expect this to happen or not, but I think even if VV gets bought out or owners close up shop for whatever reason, once these guys are interoperable, like it doesn't really matter what happens to VV because you have those collectibles and that's the first on blockchain. So that's just an added layer of I think security, an added layer of a bunch of other reasons to be bullish on it. Because I wish I could watch Breaking Bad for the first time over again. Yeah, there's a lot of twists. There's a lot of like. So what do you know about the show in general?
Just I know that I think I kind of know the plot that the main guy, he's like got cancer or like one of his loved ones got cancer and he had to like get money in order to help. And
Yeah,
so he was like a teacher, he was a straight edge guy, and then basically started going down and became like because I think he was like a chemistry teacher or something like that. So he like started basically making like heroin or something or some type of drug and like became a big like seller of that. I think that's kind of like what I know.
yeah. It's a loose interpretation of it. He's a chemistry teacher, and so he knows how to make methadone, like just the perfect chemical mixture of meth. And I always really liked it. I didn't think that like maybe super like older people would think it was like appropriate, whatever, so they're like a little bit old school. But I was going to New York one time. I was on the train from New Jersey, and these four old ladies, they were like 70 years old maybe, and they were talking about Breaking Bad. And three of them had watched it, one of them hadn't, and they were talking about it, like how they would do the same things. Like, well, if I'm gonna die anyway, why not do it? I was like, no way are these poor old ladies talking about making drugs and like becoming these drug king. Like, this is wild. It was just cool to see. Yeah, that's. What do you think is one of the? Now that we're talking about it, what do you think is one of the most important shows that have been on the last decade, or I guess century of the last 22 years, and why?
Mm. Man, you got some questions that you come up with, man. Geez.
I
Um,
don't know. We're just talking about it. Mind went there.
most important show in the last decade, so 10 years, right?
Yeah.
That'd be the 2010s and beyond.
Yeah, it's fine.
Um, I don't know. I would say The Office. I mean, I really like I mean, in terms of a show, I really like. Oh, Curb Your Enthusiasm too. I think is another great one. I kind of like the comedies more so that I've seen.
Yeah.
Um, but again, like there's a lot of shows I don't watch, man. Like I haven't seen Game of Thrones. I haven't seen Breaking Bad. I haven't ever seen Walking Dead. Basically, a bunch of the like top shows that you could name, I like haven't seen them. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm just not good with watching shows for the most part right now. I'm more
Yeah.
of a like a music guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we go there, what do you think is like either who's the most important? Yeah, who do you think is the most important artist? Maybe not most influential or most popular, but do you think it's like Kanye that's like trying to save rap? Do you think it's like Taylor Swift that made country really pop? I mean, country's always super popular, but gave other people like, oh, not all country is bad.
I mean, I think that a lot of them are important for their own particular reasons, and you know, they're very important for an artist can just be very important for just people in general. Like, I mean, one that I would say that you didn't mention is, you know, Kanye is definitely one of them. You know, despite how people feel about his like personality and shit he says, but like his music and like the eras, it definitely pushed music. Like he did something nobody else was doing. But another artist, I mean, one specifically for me was like Kid Cudi. He was an artist that I really liked a lot, and you know, I know he's helped a lot of people that were like dealing with like depression and stuff because you know, he also did it. He speaks a lot of it as music, has really great music. So, I mean, offhand, I would say, you know, he was an important artist for like an entire generation. Like a lot of the music now, you know, Kanye influenced Kid Cudi, and then Kid Cudi influenced, you know, basically the generation now, a lot of it, you know. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just one to throw one out that comes up. I would say, you know, him. Black Sabbath,
Um,
another great fucking band.
oh,
They created a whole new genre. Um, you know, like yeah, I don't know. There's tons.
yeah. So I'm just throwing it out there. I love Kanye. I love like his. He says the
I do
wildest
too.
stuff, but I'm here for it, man. I'm so here for it.
Did I pull out the for the stream? Did I pull out the Kanye bear? I feel like I did. I don't know. I was really drunk, but
I don't
because I
think so. Show us the Kanye bear.
oh, all right. Hold on. Let me get it. Are we gonna get a drink by chance?
I have to drive and pick up
It's on me.
laundry after
Okay, no.
this.
All right, cool. So I was gonna say while I'm up, but okay, I'm down to be sober too. All right, I'll be right back.
You can, by all means, you can if you want. I love him so much. Never tell him that to his face, but I totally love him. I'll totally ask him that. I guess we'll go into the rumor aspect. Okay, yeah. Let's
So yeah, I got the Kanye West like a bear.
So
He got
it's a
messed
Tom
up.
Nook Kanye bear?
He got a little messed up, but he's all good. It's my
Yeah.
the home.
Oh, dude, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh my, I love that
I,
little guy.
I was gonna put it on stream, but I feel like it feels weird because there's like eyes. So there's like four sets of eyes looking at people.
Yeah, we got Dashy.
Yeah, yeah. There
Oh,
you go.
fantastic. There's something else to look at.
Yeah.
So there's a, dude, I love his. I'll get to the questions back in a second. It was like 3 years ago. No, maybe like 2 years ago, where he had this like the Kardashian family thought that he was like losing it. They thought that he was like sick.
Hmm.
And they were trying to get him to go to like rehab, like this mental institution. So Kanye is just like, I can't just like be who I am. And he's like on Twitter, he's like, I feel like I'm in Get Out. I feel like I'm in like these people are trying to, I don't know, like throw me away. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. He's just so funny. I love him. All right, so I've been getting shipped with a lot of people recently. I just had a conversation with a buddy of mine about this. Um, what is the wildest rumor that you've heard about yourself?
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Um, like growing up in school and stuff.
Oh, I meant recently, but yeah, sure. Yeah, what
But
take all your
recently,
life.
I haven't.
Take all for
Yeah, I haven't heard any rumors about myself recently. Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to answer. I don't know.
gotcha. I just so I
What
get
about
shipped.
yourself?
Oh God, I get shipped with so many people. So do you know what shipping is? So
I don't think so.
so shipping is like if you see like so the office where let's say in the beginning of the office you like Jim and you like Pam and you want them to be in a relationship. It's called like shipping, where you get
Oh,
two
okay.
people that you want to be together. And then when they do
Yeah,
get
yeah.
together, you're just like, oh, my ship has sailed, so it's like a weeb thing, like from anime, but carried its way, I think, in the mainstream.
Uh-huh.
Um, recently, I guess in the past couple months since I mentioned that I was single, I've been getting shipped with like everyone's like, oh, you should, like pretty much any girl that comes on my stream, everyone's like, oh, you should date, you should date. It could be just on a stream like from 33 hours. It could be someone on podcast. Um, it's been a really wild. It's been interesting. So when Mike Oxline comes on and saying, "Are you two dating?" It's I don't know. I thought it was funny. It was funny.
That name's hilarious. Do you get what that name?
Do you get the what?
Do you get his name?
Who? Mike Oxall?
Yeah.
Mike. Oh Jesus. Yeah. Okay. All right. I took me. Thanks. Yeah. All right. That's a good one. Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
So I guess we have some news where Omi was just featured on Altcoin Daily's top 9 low cap altcoins. So I'm very excited about that. I want to put that in a video later. So thank you,
Yeah.
Team Up, for that. What's the best piece of news you've gotten recently? Could be Omi Vivi, could be in your life, could be for the world.
That Alcon interview was a sick one. That was a dope announcement. That
Yeah.
was really cool. I mean, I feel like yeah, Vivi's always really good. I swear at the highest points of FUD, Vivi is always like drops like a banger. Like I swear when it's like the darkest of times. Because I remember when they announced Marvel, like that was like literally the darkest of times. The Omi was at basically what it's at right now is like 14 cents.
Yeah.
And like FUD was at an all-time high. And then out of nowhere they just dropped Marvel and it just completely, just destroys everything. But yeah, I mean I feel like FUD's pretty high right now and they called in the big dog, they called in Alcon. Uh they called in Alcon and yeah, I think I was giving I feel like I remember like something somewhere in my memory
Was
that
it
I
while I
brought
was
up.
sleeping?
Yeah. I'm
Might
not
have been while
sure.
I was sleeping.
I don't know, but I feel like I remember grabbing it at some point. Yeah, I think I was. Yeah, okay, I think I do remember that. Yeah, yeah. But yeah. So I mean, that Alcon interview was sweet. I heard that when I read that in Mexico City. I was like, oh, that's awesome. That's dope. Like, can't wait for that.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I feel like you don't really roll him out unless you have a big announcement. So they've only had him on one other AMA. So I'm really curious to see what they announce.
yeah, you think they're gonna drop it in? I'm wondering if they're gonna drop like Master Collector or something with it. That'd be like a sick ass way to like basically, because that's a new generation of collecting essentially.
Yeah.
That's I believe Master Collector program is gonna change the way people collect and change collecting in general. Like
I Yeah, I'm hoping or I mm, yes, I agree. It will. That's
yeah.
all I'll say
You're
about that.
hoping for Pokemon, I'm guessing, or yeah, I mean, who knows? Like,
Oh
who
God,
knows?
yeah.
I'm stoked. Like, I've come to terms with not really trying to anticipate things unless it's almost like a guaranteed. But they haven't really hinted at anything, and who knows? Fuck, I mean, if they announce Pokemon to talk about another gem squeeze, like, damn, that's just gonna the market's gonna get wrecked. So
Dude,
I
if
hope it's
they
not Pokemon.
yeah, I don't think well, so I thought about this last year too, and I was like, listen, the app's not ready for Disney. the app has to go through some stuff first before we, and then they just freaking drop Disney. I was like, oh god, it's happening. So I the same way now. I don't think the app's ready for Pokemon. I think they have stuff to figure out first, and I don't know if we have it. If we do, great. I mean, if you talk to Henry Pagliuca, Mr. Pags, he is 100,000% convinced that we have Pokemon. And maybe he knows something. Maybe he's like a whale. He wound up talking to the team. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I was saying like I don't think they're gonna drop it because it doesn't seem like they would right now. But I've been wrong before, so who knows?
I mean, I'm convinced too. Like Jeremy's like constantly a member of the community. Is awesome too. When he came on that stream too, I was so sick. That guy's awesome. But I mean, he's constantly you know, in the community. He's an investor. He's a, you know, a pseudo like friendly advisor. You know, not an official advisor from what he mentions, but like a friendly one. And you know, he really likes what Vivi's doing. Like, why wouldn't he get involved? Like, in regards to it, you know, like I think for sure, because we don't have any of Jeremy Paddler's like products that are on the VV right now. I don't believe, right?
Yeah, I would love to get
So,
Squishmallows. I would love to get their, you know, the whole brand. But you know, coming from a business perspective, you probably only want one toy company. Do you want Jazzwares? Do you want Lego? Do you want Funko? Like, I don't. And again, this is just me. This is putting my own biases and my own prejudices to it. Obviously, Vivi being a multi-billion-dollar company, they could have all of the toy companies. But I think that just having, if it were me, I would only want one. But which toy company gets that? Again, we could have all the major ones. We could have Mattel. We could have, you know. But
we do have
I just don't know. We have Mattel.
They mention it, yeah. They mention it when.
Okay, I can never remember if we have that. Oh, so Hot Wheels and stuff. Okay, legit. I just okay, so I guess we have at least that. I just don't remember, or I don't have a focus. I don't know which way they're going to go. Is that going to be their only toy line? Are they going to have multiple? How many are they going to have it to? Because I don't think you can have everybody. That just makes, you know, I don't know. I don't know where they're going to go. Or you know, if Nintendo comes in, just blows everyone out of the water because that's what they do.
Nintendo NFTs would be wild. Yeah, I don't know. I think we have Pokemon too. I definitely think we do.
What are your thoughts on VMate?
I didn't look into it at all. Okay. I don't just personally, I just don't trust it. Not anything about VMate in particular, just kind of like third party things like that. Like, cause you need to like log in to your account through their portal. I don't know myself, I just don't do that. Like, I'm sure that like all of them, not just VMate specifically.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I just don't want to risk my, you know, I just don't want to risk my account, you know, like by doing that. And not saying they're compromisable or they will get compromised or anything like that, or the person is malicious that runs it by any means. Or just for myself, I just don't like.
Yeah, that's fair. I understand that.
Yeah,
I don't.
Third parties.
I see it. Just as have my whale friends been saying no Pokemon. I mean my whale friends they're just whales. They don't really have an inside track. I mean maybe one or two of them do. So I know there's a couple of whale chats. Are you in any of those?
I'm in like the original Master Collectors one that had David in it. He doesn't really pop in much, but yeah, I'm in that chat. I think I'm in another one that has a little bit more members as well. Yeah, those are the two that I'm kind of in regards to Telegram. I don't really like Discord. I don't really use Discord too much, so I'm not really in there. But I am in a couple of Telegram chats. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I have Discord. I only use it really now for utility. But outside of that, it's not really used. I don't really do it. I don't know. A lot of it's confusing. I have so many notifications on it. I finally just left a bunch of servers, so now it's a lot easier to manage. It's a lot.
I hate that anybody can message you and like, you know, you get all this spam of just like hackers and stuff, and it's like, Bro,
Yeah.
this is annoying. Like, and it's so confusing to navigate. It's just like, I don't know, but like, I just don't like it. I have a group chat with friends that's on Discord, and that's cool and it's easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, once you start getting all these servers, you start getting all these notifications, all that shit. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even answer messages on Discord anymore. Like I know who to look out for, but outside of that, I don't. It's so much, so much technology,
Yeah,
so many
shit,
messages.
I had to learn Twitter. I had to learn Twitter from Veve basically. Like I said, I never had a Twitter until DesignerCon, the first one.
Yeah,
So yeah, I got that and understand that now. But yeah, Discord it's generally understand it, but like I just don't. No,
yeah, I
I'm
feel
not
you.
big on it.
Yeah, I don't. What's your favorite piece of technology? Is it Twitter now? 'Cause I think I like Twitter most of all.
In terms of social media,
Yeah,
yeah, Twitter's cool. Twitter's chill. Yeah, I like Twitter, I'd say.
and, yeah. I mean, I like Facebook just because it
Instagram's
has like
dope too.
the what stuff.
Instagram's dope too. I didn't have one of those until recently too.
Yeah, that's fun. Facebook I like for the memories because it pops up and sometimes I share funny memes. I laugh at it a year later or so. Um, but TikTok is like I don't really make a lot of content on TikTok, but it's just so easy to get lost on like you just get the weird part of TikTok or they just have such interesting videos. It's uh it's really exciting. You ever go on there?
Fuck no, no, I don't have TikTok at all. That's another one like a third party. I don't know, like I don't want to get all wild, but like they're like things that they get access to on your phone and stuff
Yeah,
like that. Like, nah, I'm all good on that.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get like a separate phone specifically for TikTok. Just get one of those mall kiosk phones. Be like, all right, I got TikTok now. Take what you want. This phone says nothing else on it.
Yeah. No, I mean like myself, I was like never really, I didn't have social media for like a long time.
Yeah,
I would just kind of like to just, you know, be in person and stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, recently, I got the Twitter and then, I now have an Instagram because my friend like talked my ear off about it for like 2 hours while we were like partying. And I was like, all right, man, yeah, I'll try it out. And he was right. It was cool. But yeah, I don't do any of those like online dating apps or nothing like that. Like, yeah, I don't know. I kind of keep it a bit simple. And the TikTok, like, it's entertaining. Like, I'll see some videos like that people will post on Instagram that were from TikTok.
Yeah.
And there's some pretty funny stuff on there. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, get it on a burner phone or something. I have a TikTok or something. But
I so I had this I read this thing from 4chan. It's about this kid that he's like 19, 20 years old. It's like his first I think yeah, it's like 19, his first year at college, I think he's in England somewhere or somewhere in Europe because he called it university. And he goes to a party and he's not bad looking and he says that he meets this girl and they hit it off and she wants to like add him on like Insta or Snapchat, or whatever. And he just doesn't have anything. No TikTok, like he has nothing. He
Mhm.
literally only has a flip phone. And he's otherwise a cool guy, but because he didn't have anything, like no social media, the girl's like, okay, never mind. Sorry. And I can kind of understand that with the like, hey, you want to check that person out, see what type of social circles they run with, see what they post, see if they're really wild, they're really like conservative. And I guess like you just can't do that if they don't have social media. It's easier for us older people to not have it because we already have our lives, already have our friends and whatnot. How do you feel about the world going that way, where you're going to be ostracized and not socially accepted if you don't have social media?
Yeah, I think it's lame in a way that some
Mhm.
people are like that, but it is what it is. Everybody has their things, and I completely understand it. If I was a woman as well, I'd also want to do the same thing because it's a wild world and you don't know
Yeah.
who really you're kind of talking to, So it's always good to kind of be able to do a little research beforehand. And that's kind of one of the reasons why that was one of the things that my friend mentioned when we were partying and like we were at a bachelor party and we were partying like all night and he was like just on it for like 2 to 3 hours telling me about it, all the things, and I was like, all right, man, it makes sense, whatever, yeah, I'll get one. But yeah, that's another thing. Like, like now asking girls for numbers is a lot of people don't want to give you their phone number because they don't know who you are. They don't know if you're like a lame or like a weirdo, and they're gonna call them all the time or anything like that. So
Yeah,
yeah, just social media, you just exchange it, and then you could kind of check each other out, like what they're about, and like, okay, yeah, this person's kind of cool, and I think it's a very easy way to kind of get to know somebody,
yeah,
beforehand and things like that, which I totally
yeah.
get. Like if I was a woman, I'd be the same way. I wouldn't likely be giving my number out to guys. I just be like, oh, what's your social media? And then from there, you kind of can cross
Yeah, I don't.
communication if you feel it's right.
Agreed. I don't give out my number anymore anyway. Like in general, just people are nuts. People are crazy. And I was like, nope,
I
nope. Add
got
me
your
on
number.
Twitter.
I've been looking to sell it on Discord for a thousand bucks.
You have a what
Give me
on?
$1,000. I'll give you guys Randy's number. No, I'm just playing.
So I've had that happen before when I was younger and I was too stupid to use burner phones. Um, and I would just have like my actual phone, and people would sell my number for X amount of money. Like, yeah, hire him, go talk to him. Here's the number. It's like, oh man, um, bad
Why
bad
would people
times.
want your number when you were younger like that?
Well, I was doing private investigating, so I was, oh, I'll just, because I didn't want to go and do like and just buy a whole bunch of phones for like $50 each, and I was just like, ah, I'll just use this number, and I was like, I'll block, and I just thought, oh, I could just block the number if I don't know him or I don't like whatever. But then it's like you can find out information that way. It's like, oh, I had to change the number. I had to go through a whole big thing. It's like, oh, this sucks.
Whoa, I didn't know this about you.
But yeah,
That's
it was a while back. But now, anytime I'm doing like a gig or a job, I'll just, okay, burner phone. But
yeah.
but yeah, now like I it just, I mean, even unless it's a girl, like even like people that I'm friends with now, I it's mostly just like, hey, just send me a message on wherever. Like, I don't know, it's because I feel like certain messages you can ignore. Like if you're on, like I'll never be caught up on messages. But like I feel like texts, they stare at you. Like texts, like you almost don't have an excuse. Like you could be like, oh, I didn't see your message because it got buried on Twitter or got buried on Instagram. But like a text is like, I don't know. I feel like you at least know it's there. You at least like almost have to answer. And I just don't want to feel obligated to answer to anyone.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. You're definitely a different type of person now. You have a in terms of a influencer or whatever it is. So
Yeah. I wish I was 29. I wish um I'm 31. How old are you?
32.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're okay. I like having, if we were to have like someone that was on those 29, like, oh yeah, just like us, late 20s, early 30s, we're all the same. And they could still be associated. I don't know. How did you feel turning 30? Because I did not have a good time. I was not good.
Really, I loved it. I mean, I had a great time. I have a great time every year. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you're just like, oh shit, you are getting older.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you're talking to somebody that's younger and you're like, oh yeah, they're like 20 or something, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm 32. Like it's like, just having to say that. But I look more of a younger individual. But
You do.
yeah, I mean, sometimes it just sucks just hearing it. Like, oh shit, I'm 30, whatever now. But I don't mind it. I love it. Like I feel great. My 30s have been freaking awesome, and I think I had an epic. I don't remember exactly what I did for my 30th, but I know it was epic. I don't remember exactly, but I don't know, man. I think my short-term memory is kind of not that awesome. I don't know if
I
it's
love
because like I'm always just like on to the next thing, and I really
Yeah.
don't sit back and like look back on things that had happened or whatever it was. But yeah,
I love that you were
I
so
remember it was
sure
fun.
about yourself. It's like, I don't know what I did, but it was epic.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know it was epic, 100%. I remember it was a sick 30th, but I don't remember exactly what I did. I have to think about it.
Dashi does not have an Instagram. I'll make Dashi an NFT at some point. I'll make a bunch of things, and we'll see where it goes.
I wonder how many followers Dashi would get. That'd be hilarious.
Probably get
You're
more
gonna
than me at some point.
more people are hopping into Dashy's DMs than yours, and like,
Maybe I could I don't know, like people used to make Facebooks for like their cats and dogs, and it's like I don't know if you remember in 2016 there was an account on Facebook like for Harambe, like maxed out 5,000 friends, 5,000 like whatever, and they took Facebook took it down, but it was like the greatest troll account I think I've ever seen. It was all about like Harambe jokes, and it was all about like answer as if he was like Harambe's spirit. It was it was amazing.
the internet's yeah, man, the internet's undefeated. It's hilarious, like what they do. There's so much funny stuff on there.
Say that you look 15. That's a bit, oh, dude. I would. How much would you pay to be like 15 again, or maybe 19? Because 15 would be a little weird.
Ah, damn, I don't know. I think I'd hate to be that young right now. I mean, I don't know. I
Yeah,
think I'd hate
15
to be
might
that
suck.
young. At least 21, I'd want to be. Being under 21 sucks
That's a good
in
point.
some aspects. But yeah, I mean, they always say that youth is wasted on the young. But yeah, I'm happy with things right now. If I could go
Yeah.
back, yeah, I mean, I'd drop some gems to go back.
I would too. I'm so like not appreciative. I'm so like stoked for these young like 19, 21-year-olds that already have like a million omi, and they already I was like, dude, you're gonna be like a millionaire before you're 30, and it's awesome. Like I'm so excited for this next generation, especially if you're like 24 and you have like 20 million omi and you're just rocking life, and you're just gonna be this awesome like deca millionaire in the future. I don't know. I'm pumped. I love that type of stuff. I love it
I
when
think
they
investing is getting a lot more mainstream and it's getting a lot younger. A lot of younger individuals are coming into investing a lot sooner, and
yeah.
it's getting more fun, especially in regards to crypto and like NFTs and things like that. So I think it's really interesting because I mean, when I was growing up, not that I'm all old or anything, but when we were growing up, like investing it was very like was very bland and very like suit and tie type of feeling. You're studying like charts and things like that. I mean, which you still do and stuff, but like there was nothing exciting about it really
Uh,
outside of the potential in the future. But like now investing itself is exciting, and it's getting younger, and it's getting a lot of exposure. Like Gary Vee is like one of those people that are being a pioneer that's like making younger generations look into it. So I mean, I think it's going to be very interesting in regards to that flashing forward, like and I think that's why crypto too is going to be very successful, especially with all generations but younger ones as well, and like NFTs and stuff. Like I truly think Veve is going to be the next like New York Stock Exchange. You know what I mean? Like in terms for the younger generation, like if
yeah.
Veve is where I believe it's going to go, like it's going to be like almost like a pseudo stock market, in terms
It
of
kind
all
of
the
already is.
it essentially is, yeah. But like in a yeah, but in like a big way, like everybody's like on there like trading and doing things like I couldn't imagine if Veve existed when I was a kid, like or something like that, like because we used to trade like baseball cards, football cards, Pokemon cards, and stuff like that. I couldn't imagine if I was to make a trade with somebody. Let's say I got like a football player's rookie card or something like that, and immediately I could, I get it, I trade him during, the breakfast hours, and by lunch I could put it up in the market, and by lunch I have like $1,000 in my bank account.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's just absolutely insane. And I think that's something that's once they get it to where they can market to the kids and they figure that out, like I think this is going to be rampant all over schoolyards. Like I couldn't imagine having an allowance of $7. Like say I have 7 gems in my account as a kid going to school, and I land a secret rare comic drop of a rare comic, and by lunchtime I have like $500 in my bank account. Like what? Like that would be insane. Like as a kid, like oh my god,
Yeah.
Jesus.
You I would just buy the whole snack line the same way Harry Potter. that lady in the carts coming on like the Hogwarts Express, and Ron's like, none for me, thanks. And Harry comes out with these gold coins, like, we'll take the lot. Like, what a baller move for like an 11-year-old being in fifth
Oh hell
grade
yeah.
and just buying the whole snack truck. Oh,
Oh
sorry, I just
hell.
get it. Like that was awesome.
My girlfriend would always have chips and soda shit at that time. Spoil the
Yeah,
hell. Yeah,
that's
that's crazy, man. Like for Vivi, like to do that, like that's just insane. Like you could buy something and it just global market 24/7. You could exchange it. Like there's gonna be kids that are gonna come up rich through Vivi through their
yeah.
high school years, and like by the time they're gonna buy their own car through Vivi, like I don't know, it's gonna be nuts. Like I wish, like that's still something. That's still another catalyst that's not even there, you know. And I think
Dude,
100% once this comes like mainstream, it's going to be all over every single school. And you're going to be the
yeah.
cool guy. Like, let's say you bought a comic and you landed the secret rare. They'll be like, oh, Joey freaking landed the secret rare. And like, what? Like, everybody knows, like, now you basically have $400. You're going to be like the cool guy of the freaking school
Yeah.
for that day. Like, I mean, that's just the whole thing that's like BB's just going to appeal to. Like, and I know Alcon sees that for sure. I know they all
Oh
see that.
yeah. Dude, you're gonna have these like jacked lunch ladies just having to escort these kids to and from the playground because suddenly their net worth just went up by like $6,000 and they have to go and be like, okay, got to make sure little Johnny makes it home and doesn't get wrecked.
Yeah, man. I mean, like shit, it's gonna be crazy. Like for sure, I think Vivi's gonna be over every single schoolyard.
Yeah, and coupled with that, I love that it never closes. Like that, one thing I don't like about the stock market is you could make a bad trade on like a on the Thursday, or Friday, and have to hold it until Tuesday. It's like fudge, man. You can't offload. But here you can hedge your bets pretty nicely. You can go in and put in you could sell whenever you want at a floor price. But I'm really excited about having like this random like I've seen so many amazing, awesome worlds in like Minecraft and in Roblox. And I would love to see like this like random 12-year-old that's like a really good graffiti artist inside the VVverse go and just do something epic. And then he have somebody that says like, hey, I'm not good at this. I'll pay you, like $50 to do my whole house. And for this 12-year-old, like, wow, that's food for the week. Let's say like this kid has a harsh life. Dad left him, mom's working full time, maybe even like two jobs or whatever. And this kid, mom's struggling to get this kid lunch money every day. And it says, no, it's okay, mom. I got it. I just made good. Actually, you know what, mom? Dinner's on me because I got two more houses that I'm doing. And then this kid suddenly is making like $1,000 a week, and the mom can only has to work like a one full time job. And then by the end, like this kid like doesn't have to go to college. This kid is like dropping out of high school at 16 because they're going in and they're making so much heckin' money. That's what I want to see. Like brutal capitalism where this kid just goes on and becomes a freaking G. And that's what I'm excited for. Love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tons of opportunities that are happening. It's going to build a lot of jobs. A lot of people are going to be able to make a living off of it 100%. And yeah, it's going to be freaking. It's going to be
Yeah.
interesting for sure.
You see that Pudgy the Penguin sold? There's one that I guess one sold for today for 400 ETH, but there was one the other day I put in a video that sold for a lot too. It was like 400 ETH. Um, and like, and that's just a random picture of a penguin. It's just a JPEG, Like these. Can't wait for this
Why
stuff.
did it sell for so much? Is that like was a one of one, or is it like is it a very well known project, or like who's the artist?
I never heard of it beforehand, but it could be just money laundering. It could just be whatever. But I mean, clearly the floor had to have been at least relatively close to that beforehand for it to be like kind of acceptable.
Yeah.
Oh, Vivi, I forgot. Vivi Fambam's got a kid that's going to be a professional. Show the class how to buy Omi.
Yeah,
Oh, it's awesome.
for sure.
Well, anyway, we have been here for about 90 minutes. I have to go pick up laundry. What is something else you want to say to the people? What is something that was a message you want to give to like the world or just the 46 people that are here? Could be intimate.
I don't know. Like, I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out with us. Those that requested me to be on, I really appreciate that. thank you very much. A lot of cool people in this community, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. And let's stay positive even through the dark times in the market. There is going to be a light at the end of the tunnel, we believe. There's some big people that are involved in the team that have built multi-billion-dollar companies, and like Dan and David, they've been a part of companies that they've been working with for 15 plus years. Not every business has just absolutely amazing years. There's going to be some years that aren't as good as others, and you just gotta, don't let it seep into your happiness. Still have fun and enjoy yourself. Don't let it drain you down and things like that, because there's a lot of people you can listen to in this community that will really start making you get sad and all these other negative emotions. Don't listen to them. You could understand it and like look at it and whatever, but don't let it bring you down. Don't let it make you mad. Don't let it make you sad.
Yeah.
Just there's a lot of good things. You could still go hang out with your family. You could still hang out with your friends. You could still throw on music and still have a good time. No matter how dark the world is right now, that you could still do that. So it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's still fun.
And yeah, it's totally okay to take a break. Like I remember this is the only time I've ever seen like a TV show or something. There's Nickelodeon back in like the 90s. It had a commercial that says, "Go outside, go play, go swimming, go like have fun with your friends." They told them to stop watching Nickelodeon, to stop watching the channel they were on, and go outside. I said, "We'll be here when you get back." And it's like, yeah, like, and if you're feeling burnt out, go spend time with family and friends and loved ones. I'll still be here. I'll be here when you get back, guys. I won't stop. Won't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop.
Randy will definitely still be here 100%. Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
Always.
that's the only thing I would say. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of things going on, but there's a lot of people a lot of people are just negative people, you know what I mean? And just like in the real world, how, if you want to be somebody that's more on the positive, you stop associating yourself and stop giving attention to negative people in your real world life. Same thing with social media. There's a lot of people that just love to be negative just for the sake of being negative. You could give them $1 million and they'd still find a reason to complain, so it's like, whatever,
Agreed.
have fun and enjoy life.
I love these comments. I love the people here. Such a great community.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here again, being an awesome makeshift VV ambassador. And I can't wait to see it, hopefully at New York Comic Con, but totally go have fun at DCon and all that next week. I can't wait. Well, we'll send selfies to each other and we'll be like, see who's having a better time.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So I'm actually I'll end the broadcast, and then I do have to bounce off as well. So I will catch you later. I will. All right. Goodbye, guys. Have a say bye-bye to Dashi.
Take it easy, everybody.
Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.